If accused can hear what I was saying, this is 918, Onesimus. In this one, I've looked at the grounds of objection that the prosecution raised. Those were the three grounds of public interest, peace, and security. And on this one, I have perused the charges that the accused is facing. There is no doubt in my mind that accused is facing a serious charge. But for this ground to suffice, this court is of the view that it was incumbent upon the prosecution to go beyond merely stating the offensive words. I would ask myself, for example, whether was there an intent to execute the same words, or what was the public reaction upon such words being raised. So in the absence of specific details on some of these questions that linger, I am not convinced that this ground on its own would constitute a compelling reason as to make this court deny accused bond. On the likelihood to commit a similar offense, this court is cognizant of the presumption of innocence of the accused until he is proved guilty by a court of law. On this, again, there was no evidence shown to court that accused has previously been charged and convicted, as there to be possibly confirmed that he is likely to commit a similar offense. So as it is, this ground as raised by the prosecution remained unproved. And lastly, on the third ground of interference with witnesses, I have noted that this offense was alleged to have occurred on 11th of June 2016, and on 14th of June the prosecution obtained custodial orders so as to complete the investigations. And to me, the fact that accused has now been formally charged can only mean that such investigations are indeed now complete. But again, looking at the charge sheet, no witnesses have been disclosed as for accused to be able to identify with them. And so this court again is not convinced that this ground was proved. In total, I am not convinced that the prosecution has established sufficient compelling reasons as to make this court deny the accused his constitutional rights to pre-trial bail. I will dismiss the objection of the prosecution, and I am making an order that accused may be out or may be released on a bond of Kenya shillings 1 million with one surety of a similar amount, with an alternative of Kenya shillings 300,000 in cash bail.